Good morning, friends. In the last videos, okay, last 2 days, we have started, last 2 days or 3 days, 3 days, we have started a new batch on logic based programming, and I explained very clearly about what is the importance of this logic based programming, how many programs we are going to cover, and implementation of these programs will be in which programming language, what is the prerequisite for this coding, and every information regarding this course I demonstrated very clearly, and I have given some hacker rank demo link also for you people. Okay, next and after that, so fundamentals, for the reason of fundamentals, if you are doing the program, compulsory you should have a minimum knowledge on programming, right? That's why, sir, I covered what are the various data types supported by all the programming languages, in the sense, here I am talking about C++, Java and Python programming. Sir, I list outed what are the different data types supported by that. Sir, next and after that, declaration of variables, how to declare the variables. So in C and C++, how we are defining, in Java how we are defining, in Python no need to declare any variables are directly based on the value which we are giving, automatically the type will be decided. Okay, the type will be decided. That part also I explained very clearly in the last videos. Next and after that, sir, input and output statements are supported by various programming languages. Sir, if you take C programming, okay, what input and output statements we are using? If you take C++ programming, what input and output statements we are using? If we are taking Java, what input and output statements we are taking? All these things I explained very clearly in the last video. Then we have written a program to display welcome message on the screen by using C language, by using C++, by using Java. I covered even Python also. Sir, next and after that, okay, next and after that, how you can able to write a program to print addition of two numbers in C, C++, Java, Python. In C language, how you can write? Okay, sir, then in C++, how you can write? Okay, next and after that, in Java how to write, and even in Python how you can develop. Sir, all these things I explained very clearly. These are nothing but some important links what we have. So hacker rank link I am sharing on chat window. So if you want, you can copy paste to your clipboard. Then, sir, demo link one, first class, second class. Sir, even that complete playlist I will send, that will be better for you. Okay, so previous class videos. Next and after that, we have seen the first program. What is the first program? Even or odd number, how you can able to write a program, sir, to check whether the given number is a even number or odd number. I explained the logic of that program very clearly, and how you can able to write that if condition syntax. We implemented the program in C language, as well as we implemented the program in Java, sir, even in Python. Next, we started a second program also, wired or not wired. So what is the problem statement? We analyzed the problem statement, and even we prepared the logic also. So what is the problem statement? Given an integer n, and we have to perform the following conditional actions. Suppose if the given number is odd, we have to print the message called wired. So if it is even, how many internal cases are there, sir? Three internal cases are there. Here, if it is even in between the range of 2 to 5, then we have to print the message saying not void. If it is even number and in the inclusive range of 6 to 20, then we have to print, sir, void. Okay, if n is even and if it is greater than 20, we have to print the message saying not void. Like this, we have three statements are there. Suppose if it is not even number, at very beginning we have seen we need to print void. So this is nothing but the logic what we have to implement this program. So based on this logic, we need to write the code. Sir, it consisting of greater than or equal to operator, less than or equal to operator, double equal to operator. Okay, so if you want, you can write n is not equal to 0 and you can place this void at very beginning. Else you can take this entire statements. Anyway, you can choose, no issues at all. That is depending on your comfortable zone. Okay, this is nothing but the logic to solve that problem, sir. Sir, please confirm, do you have any doubts up to this? Yes, I am requesting everyone to respond. Do you have any doubts in this logic? If it is clear, I will go with implementation. Yes, sir. Now let me go for programming example. Sir, I want to solve this program by using C language implementation. I want to solve this program by using C language implementation. Let us see how you can able to implement. Sir, already we have the skeleton is there. So select the second problem. Okay. So read the problem statement again if you want. Then input format is there. Then constraint is also there. Output format is also available. Some sample test cases are also there. Now I want to choose programming language as a C. So I already demonstrated how you can able to use this editor. I am taking integer number. Okay, so first activity, what, sir, they have given that number n value should be greater than or equal to 1 and that number value less than or equal to 100. Then only you have to apply this, because that constraint is telling like that. Then, sir, if it is odd, what message we have to print, sir? Wired. Okay, so that's why I'm going to take like this. Sir, if n percentage, if that number percentage 2 is equal to 0 means even. If it is odd, their requirement is nothing but they are requesting us to print wired. If it is even number, again we need to write the one more condition. It should be greater than 1 and if it is less than or equal to 5. So have a look once. 2 to 5, not 1, sir. 2 to 5. If it is in 2 to 5, sir, then what message they are expecting? Not wired. So then we have to print the message saying, sir, not wired. Else, again we have to write, if n is greater than or equal to 6 and if n is less than or equal to 20. Sir, is it correct? 6 to 20. 6 to 20. Then we have to print the message saying wired, sir. Else, if it is not satisfied, then you can print the message saying not wired. Okay, this is nothing but how you can able to implement in C language. I want to run this code for public test cases around some. Sir, have a look once. Sir, I declared num but I used n. Better to replace num with n, because our convenient terminology we have to take. Okay, so we are not developing the project, that's why, sir, normal layman understandable format is sufficient. Sir, n, have you observed, we performed all the operations, but where is the value of n? Sir, without reading the data, we are performing all these activities. So hence reading the data is how much important you got now, right? Sir, now submit the code. So 3 public test cases are there. All these 3 public test cases are satisfied. Let me submit the code. You can see all the 9 test cases are satisfied perfectly. This is nothing but, sir, how you can implement in C language. I want to implement the same code in Java. Okay, I want to implement the same program in Java. Let us see how you can able to implement. Select the programming language as a Java. Okay, what we have to do, to read the input, scanner class must be required. System.in. Then we need to declare n is equal to obj dot next int. Primary level conditions I am checking. Array whether n is greater than or equal to 1 and n is less than or equal to 100 or not. Then if that n is even number, then we have to write some statements. What is that statement? That n value is greater than or equal to 2 and n value is less than or equal to 6, right? No, 5. So if it is the case, then we have to print the message saying not void. So how to print in Java? We know very well. So we have to take a system dot out dot println of I am printing the message saying not void like this. Else, if the value of n is greater than or equal to 6 and the value of n is less than or equal to 20 means I want to print the message saying sir void. Suppose if the first condition itself is not satisfied, that means if it is greater than 20, again we have to print not void like this. Sir, if the first condition is not satisfied, that means if the given number is odd number, then they asked us to print void. Let me run the code. Perfectly working, and submit the code for final approval. You can see here all the test cases are satisfied perfectly. This is nothing but how you can implement in Java. Sir, I want to implement in Python. Remember carefully, Python implementation is a bit different logic you have to write, not logic, different syntax you have to approach. If you want, you can do parallelly also, because just to view this, I'm doing like this. Okay, sir, first I am going to read n is equal to int of input. Okay, fine. Then what is our requirement? We have to check primary level condition. Is the value of n is greater than or equal to 1 and n is less than or equal to 100. Please make sure that you have to use and operator. Abhishek, please wait. So n is greater than or equal to 1 and n is less than or equal to 100. So in general, we are using double ampersand symbol, right? But here in Python, there is no and operator with double ampersand. We have to write the word called and. Then indentation I explained in the last class. Now, what is your next requirement? If that number value, okay, is even number means, then again we have to write one more condition. Is it greater than or equal to 2 and less than or equal to 5 or not? If yes, sir, I want to print the message saying not void. Yes, in single quotation or double quotation, anyway you can use. Elif means what? If the first condition is not satisfied, I am not using else if. There is one shortcut is there. What is that shortcut, sir? Elif. Sir, elif the value of n is greater than 6 and the value of n is less than or equal to 20, then I want to print the message saying void, sir. Sir, else if all these conditions are not satisfied, I am printing the message saying not void. Like this I am taking. Suppose if it is not even number, just I want to print the message saying sir void. That's all. My Python program got completed. Let me run the code. Is it working? Yes, and submit the code. Have you observed all the test cases got passed? This is nothing but how you can able to work with this program, and I hope you got how to use various supporting operators and also how you can able to use these if conditions. Please confirm, do you have any doubts up to this, friends? Yes, please confirm. If you have any queries, please let me know. Abhishek, that is our course agenda. Where you are going to get these type of problems to solve means all our 300 programs will be like this only. Of course, some complex problems will be there, some easy problems will be there, some moderate problems will be there. All these things you will get one by one. Okay, Abhishek. Sir, I am requesting every student, those who are on the session, please confirm. Up to this, do you have any doubts? Please confirm. Right. So let me go for the next problem to solve. Next problem to solve. So what is the next program that I have here is leap year or not leap year, sir. What is the problem statement? Leap year or not leap year. Have a look once. Implement a program. If I got one problem statement, how do analyze the logic? So already I explained in the last videos somewhere in the introduction class, sir. I hope you didn't attend it. Maybe you please refer the videos. There are some basic steps out there. Okay, you have to follow those basic steps. What are those basic steps? Have a look once. These are nothing but the basic steps. What is the first step? You have to understand the problem statement. Minimum you have to read that problem statement 2 to 3 times. What they are asking in the problem statement, that we have to analyze. That is a completely depends on our brain power, sir. Okay, suppose if they are asking, I am giving two numbers, please add those two numbers and send me the result. For that we have to understand what logic we have to write, because they are asking addition of two numbers program. That is completely depends on our skills, sir. So for if you are not getting, you have to read minimum 2 to 3 times, so that a problem statement at least you will get some idea. Then sir, we have to find out the logic behind the problem, and then you have to we have to write that logic. Then you need to analyze all the test cases which they have given. So based on the test cases, some problems you can fix it, sir. Then if logic is clear in your hand, then only you have to go for implementation. Without logic you can't implement, right? Sir, I don't know anything, I will start writing the program, means nothing will be happen. Okay, clear? Dhamera Pandu, please watch the previous videos, you will get some idea. Okay, yes sir. Next, leap year or not, this is the title of the program. So implement a program to check whether the given year is a leap year or not. Observe carefully, read an year value from the user, then that year value must be greater than 0. Sir, they have given hint also. Leap year, it is exactly divisible by 4 except for century years. So if it is not a century year, then it must be divisible by 4, means then it is a leap year. Sir, what about century years? If the year is a century year, then it must be divisible by 400. Now I am going to write logic for this. Understand properly, sir. First we have to read year value from the user. What is the first condition? If your year value is greater than 0, then you can write your logic. What is the logic here? They told very clearly there are two cases are there. If your year percentage 100 is not equal to 0, means what? It is not a century year. It is not a century year. If it is not a century year, we have to check whether it is divisible by 400 or not. Sorry, divisible by 4 or not. Sir, if this condition is satisfied, in between we have to use AND operation, sir. If this condition is satisfied, then yes, it is nothing but leap year. If this condition is not satisfied, then it is not a leap year. Sir, you have written logic for not a century year. Suppose if it is a century year, suppose if it is a century year, what about the case? So if it is a century year, if it is a century year, then year percentage 400 should be equal to 0. Sir, if it is not, then only it will go to this condition, right? That's why no need to write this one. Yes. So if year divided by 4 is equal to 0, means it should not be a century year. It is not a century year and divisible by 4 means yes, it is the leap year. If it is not a century year, then it must be divisible by 400. If any one of this case executed, then your result is nothing but true. Otherwise, your result is nothing but false, sir. Okay, this is the logic. Century year, one case, sir. Non-century years, other case. Sir, I want to explain this by using some test cases. Have a look once. Sir, they have given various inputs here, sir. Observe carefully. Have a look once. 1600 they have given. First, we have to check, is it a century year or not? Yes, it is the century year. Right? It is the century year. Divisible by 100. Yes, it is the century year. If it is the century year, it must be divisible by 400 or not? Yes. 600, 1600 by 400 means, sir, I think 4s are 40s are right. 40 or 4? 4s are okay. Yes, it is divisible, so hence it is leap year. Suppose if you take 2020, is it a century year? No, sir. If you divide with 100, sir, you will get I think 20.0 something like that. It is not a century year. So then it must be divisible by, then it must be divisible by 4. Sir, 455 is 2020, right? Yes, it is the leap year. Sir, have a look once. 2100, is it a century year or not? Yes, it is the century year. If it is a century year, they told it must be divisible by 400. Sir, 00 got cancelled. Sir, is it divisible? 5 point something we will get. That means it is not divisible. Hence, it is not a leap year. Like this, we have to analyze by practicing with some sample test cases. I hope now you got a complete clarity, sir, how you can able to work with this. Please confirm, friends. Do you have any doubts on this logic? Yes, please confirm. Do you have any doubts on this logic? Clear, friends. Now, sir, I want to implement this program. Yeah, this meeting is recorded, Razvan. Yes. So for first few classes, these videos will be uploaded in the YouTube. I shared already that video link also. Razvan, 1 minute, I will share you. This is nothing but that playlist. In this playlist, already 3 videos are there. This is nothing but 4th class. This video also will be uploaded. Okay. So another 2 days they will upload. Next and after that you have to pay. That means maybe, so tomorrow video also will be uploaded. So if you want to attend from Wednesday, you need to pay the fee and then you have to get registered for this. Yeah, if you have a already payment, then no problem. From Wednesday, you will get all the access, like running notes, whatever I'm typing, and the videos from day one we will get, including demos. Okay. Yeah. Sir, let me go the C language implementation of this program. Sir, I want to implement the program in C language. How you can able to do that? Integer, we have to take year value from the year user. Then I'm going to read that year value from the user. Okay, sir, then that year value should be greater than 0 or 1. Yes, greater than 0. So next and after that you have to write your main logic. If year percentage, 2 conditions you have to write, first one or second one. So in C language, R is indicated by using this one. So if this condition is satisfied, we need to print true. If the condition is not satisfied, we need to print false. What about condition? Year percentage 100 is not equal to 0 means then it must be divisible by 4. Or if it is a century year, then year percentage 400 should be equal to 0. So that's all. Whatever logic I explained, I implemented. See, explanation of logic is very difficult. Okay, but once if you understand, applying our knowledge on the programming with logic will give you the solution, right? Submit the code. Sir, 9 test cases are there. You can see all the 9 test cases are satisfied successfully. Let me go for Java implementation, sir. How you can implement in Java? Sir, very simple. I'm choosing the programming language as a Java. First step, scanner obj is equal to, I'm taking new scanner of system dot in. So integer here is equal to obj dot next int is there. Okay. If the value of year is greater than 0, okay, then what we have to do? So if that year percentage 100 is not equal to 0, okay, what is the next condition that you have to do? And that year percentage 4 is equal to 0. So or what is the next condition that we have? Year percentage 400 is equal to 0. Then system dot out dot println of I want to print the message saying true. Else I can print the message saying false. That's all. So let me run. Is it going to work or not? Perfectly working, and submit the code. You can see all the test cases are passed successfully. Sir, I want to go for Python implementation. How you can implement in Python? Sir, for this we have two versions are there. I am taking first version of implementation, sir. What is the first version here is, sir, do you know, I want to read the value of year from the user. Int of input. If the value of year is greater than 0, then I'm checking if year percentage 100 is not equal to 0, and sir, year percentage 4 is equal to 0, or what is another condition? Year percentage 400 is equal to 0. If yes, I am printing true. Okay. Else, what message you can print? Sir, you can print false. Sir, please make sure without double quotations also it is possible. Without double quotations also it is possible, because in C language, sir, true means what? True means 1. And sir, false means what? False means 0. But in C++ also same terminology we have. Sir, what about in Java? Do you remember? True is indicated by using true in small letters. False is indicated by using false in small letters. If you take Python, the true is indicated with the true only, but T capital letter. And false is indicated by using false only, but a capital letter. So that's why, yes, that variables directly we can print or not. Yes, no problem, you can print. That's why I printed directly. Why I am not printing this true or false in Java? Because starting letter capital means it is not true or false in Java. Okay, that's why. So let me run the code. Sir, have you observed? Double equal to we have to take, not single equal to. Yes, yes. Pravalika, correct. Let me run the code. Sir, working properly, and submit the code. You can see all the remaining test cases also satisfied, sir. This is nothing but how you can able to implement in Python. Okay. Sir, second version. What is the second version? Very, very important, sir. Sir, do you know, I have one predefined module is there. Using that I can solve. So first I want to read year value from the user. I want to read year value from the user. Sir, there is one special module is there with the name calendar. Okay. Sir, in that calendar, okay, I have a function is there with the name isLeap. It will take that year. and it will print either, sir, true or false. So if it is a leap year, automatically it will print true. If it is not leap year, automatically it will print false. Internally, Python people developed this library to return true or false values. So one more enhancement, sir, if you are declaring year value in your program, and in the logic, if you are using only one time, better to substitute that directly also, no problem. Now run the code. Yes, perfectly working, and submit the code. Sir, you can see all the remaining test cases are satisfied or not. Yes, sir, beautiful implementation we got, right? Sir, this is nothing but how you can implement this problem in Python. Please confirm, do you have any doubts up to this? I am requesting every student to please respond. Any doubts up to this? Please be active. Clear? No, Subhadeep. Calendar dot is leap is a function. Okay. It is not a statement. See, there is one calendar predefined module is there. In that calendar module, already is leap function is defined. Just you have to pass your input. That's all. Based on the input, whatever you are passing, it will return whether it is a leap year or not. True or false, it is going to return. It is a function which is available in calendar module. If you are having a knowledge of programming, definitely you will get it. It is a function which is available in calendar module. Yes. So let me go for the next program, sir. What is the next program here is, observe carefully. Sir, by seeing the program statement, don't get confused. Okay. Suppose if the program is a very lengthy program, you can feel, sir, somewhat difficulty for reading the statement. But once if you read the problem statement, I told, then only you will get the clarity. Sir, seems to be this is a big program. First, let us read the line by line so that at least we will get some idea. The e-commerce company Bookshelf wishes to analyze its monthly sales data between minimum range 32, maximum range 100. Okay, sir, Bookshelf is nothing but one company. That e-commerce company is wishing to analyze monthly sales data, sir. Monthly sales data. Generally also monthly sales we are going to compare, right? For that we will prepare every month ending, so that month income, expenditure, like that sales data they are preparing. So it should be in the minimum 30 to maximum 100 range. The data range should be minimum 30 to 100. That's what we got constraint here. Sir, the company has categorized these book sales into 4 groups depending on the number of sales. So depending on the number of sales, sir, this company has categorized the books into how many groups, sir? 4 groups. I hope you can see that groups are there here. With the help of these groups, the company will know which stock they should increase or decrease in their inventory for the next month. So that the groups are nothing but like this. Sir, based on the groups, they are going to decide whether they want to increase the stock or decrease the stock. Suppose consider there is one book is there with name X. If that book Suppose 100 books are got prepared, 100 books are delivered, 100 books are purchased by the candidates, means then what is the sales range, sir? 100%. So it comes under which group? A group. Then we can increase that sales count, we can increase that product for the next inventory or not? Yes. Suppose, sir, I produced 100 books, among that only 30 books got sold, still almost 90%, sorry, almost 70% of the data is there or not? Yes. So it comes under which category? D group. So no need to increase the sales count, sir, no need to increase the product count. Like that we can decide. Sir, we have to write an algorithm to find group for the given book sale count. Input is nothing but an integer sales count which represent the sales of the book. It should be in between 30 to 100. So we have to print a character, the group of the given sale count. First, I will show you the test cases. Have a look once. Sir, if input is 90, it is in which category? Have you observed? 90, sir, A category. If it is in 45, sir, is it in D category? Sir, if it is a 77, it is in which category, sir? B, right? Like this we have to print. Okay, sir, beyond that nothing is there. First I will write the logic, sir. What is the logic for this? First we have to read sir, sales count as a SC. Okay, sir, direct condition, the value of sales count must be greater than, the value of sales count must be greater than 30, greater than or equal to 30, and it should be less than or equal to 100. This is the primary level condition. What is the next level? If that sales count, if that sales count is greater than or equal to 30 and less than or equal to 50, means then we have to print it is in D grade. Else if sales count is greater than or equal to 51 and sales count is less than or equal to 60, means I want to print C category. Else if sales count is greater than or equal to 61 and sales count is less than or equal to 80, means then I want to print, sir, grade B. Else definitely it will be in the grade A only, right? No need to check any condition, because that is the last case. This is nothing but the logic what we have. Sir, please confirm, is this logic is clear for you people? Yes, please confirm, is this logic is clear for you people? Yes, sir. Now let me implement the program. First, I want to implement this program in which programming language, sir? C programming language. Let me take C programming. Integer sales count. I am taking scanf percentage D comma ampersand sales count. So if sales count is greater than or equal to 30 and sales count is less than or equal to 100, then you have to implement. So if your sales count is greater than or equal to 30 and if it is less than or equal to, sir, I don't know the values, that's why better to open like this, because I need to get these values, that's why. Sir, if it is less than or equal to 50, then I want to print, it is in D grade. Else if sales count is greater than or equal to 51 and the sales count is less than or equal to 60, then I want to print the grade as a C. Else if the sales count is greater than or equal to 61, okay, and sales count is less than or equal to 80, then I want to print the grade as B. Else I want to print the grade as A, sir. Like this I have. Okay, sir, let me run the code. Is it working for sample test cases or not? Yes, and submit the code. So all the test cases are satisfied. Now I want to implement the same program by using Java. Okay, let me go for Java implementation. Sir, 1 minute, please wait 1 minute. So let me go with Java implementation. Sir, how you can able to implement in Java? Let us see how you are going to implement in Java. Sir, in Java also almost the same things will be there, right? Yes. So first we have to declare a scanner class to read the value from the user, and you need to read sales count from the user. Next int, so the value of SC should be greater than or equal to 30, and it should be less than or equal to 100. Then if the value of sales count is greater than or equal to 30, and that sales count is less than or equal to 50, means then we have to print system dot out dot println of sir, you can print D. Okay, else if that sales count is greater than or equal to 61, and that sales count is less than or equal to, sir, 80, sorry, not 61, 51, 51, and that sales count is less than or equal to 60, means then system dot out dot println of, we need to print C. Else if sales count is greater than or equal to 61, and sales count is less than or equal to 80, 80, so then what we have to do, system dot out dot println of B I am printing. Else, if all these conditions are not satisfied, system dot out dot println of you can print A. So let me run the code. Is it going to work or not? Yes, perfect. And submit the code. So you can see all the test cases are satisfied. This is nothing but a Java implementation. Sir, I want to implement the same program in Python. In Python, how you can implement in Python, sir? So let me select the programming language as a Python. Okay. Sir, what is the first step? We have to read sales count from the input. So if your sales count is greater than or equal to 30 and is less than or equal to 100 means you can continue. Sir, if it is greater than 30 and greater than or equal to 30 and if it is less than or equal to 50, then I want to print the message saying D. Not else if, we have to go with elif. Elif, is it greater than or equal to 51 and is it less than or equal to 60, then I have to print C. Okay, then what we have to do? Elif, if sales count is greater than or equal to 61 and it is less than or equal to 80 means then we have to print B grade. Else, if all these conditions are not satisfied, I want to print A. That's all. Let me run the code. Is it working or not? Perfectly working. And submit the code. So you can see here, all the test cases are satisfied. This is nothing but how you can implement in Python. Sir, please confirm up to this. Do you have any doubts in this program? Please confirm. Yes. Yeah, this is nothing but today's video, sir. Okay. So remaining things anyway, we will continue from tomorrow. Okay.